Hey everybody, Monty here, and we're Geometry B. Now, SPV Online Geometry B, week 34, May 24th to the 28th, the last week of May, okay? And we're really starting to spread out. We got kids kind of all over the place. This video is the basic video. We're wrapping up trig, and we're doing shapes. Once you've done a couple of those trig assignments, just move on, okay? So, in this video, little trig, little shapes. Then the advanced video will be shapes and probability. That's all we're doing for the year, okay? So let's get started. Don't forget, in our Geometry B SPV team, that's where we post the videos, plus there's a stream channel. All right. Now, a lot of you are just going straight to the internet, digital tools, clever, hey, Blackboard. Then once you're in Blackboard, get out of the way, Monty. Go find Geometry B with Monty. Okay? Once you find Geometry B with Monty, this is where we post all the videos, just one right on top of another. Okay? So you can go back and find any of the videos for any of the lessons that you're on. Okay. Now, for shapes, circles and shapes, here's your cheat sheet. Boom. Also, for those of you in the advanced version that are flying right along, probability. Probability is fun because I will enhance this so that we have more. Okay? I will make that a better version here. There we go. Yep, this is the one I'm going to post, okay? So we have probability, then we have a set of dice, and a set of cards, and a Yahtzee sheet, okay? Because these are the types of things we study in probability. I posted the wrong one there, so I'll leave that here, and then I will get that changed right here, all right? So let's get started for this week. And here's our basic version. We're going to click on Math Excel. Math Excel, we're going to go to Geometry B. In Geometry B, okay, all of you have moved on past the trigonometry. I am going to just do a quick review problem. Then circles and segments, I'll do a couple problems. Three-dimensional shapes, we'll work on the review, okay? And you don't have to do the cross sections and equations of a circle unless you want to. And then we're going to go to compound spaces, probability, and that's where we're going to finish the year. All right? So let's get started. All right, so those of you still in trigonometry, try to wrap that up. And the quiz, I've already done it too many times. Let's click on the review. Okay? Let's click on question number 2. All right, so in this one we have a special right triangle, okay? And if we go back here, trig. Find our little cheat sheet for trig here. Trigonometry cheat sheet. So special right triangles, 30, 60, 90, okay? So short leg, long leg is radical 3 times the short leg, and the hypotenuse is double, okay? So we got the short leg, so the hypotenuse, cut it in half, So when we come back from the hypotenuse to the short leg, we cut it in half. So half of 6 would be 3. Half of 6 is 3. And then we go to the y, take the short leg, multiply by radical 3. Okay? So 3 radical 3. Boom. Cool. All right. So that's the review. Sine M. SOHCAHTOA. M. So. Opposite hypotenuse. Now if I type in 4 radical 5 big arrow divide by 12, oop, I'd rather do this. Let's go here, here, 4. Okay, now when I hit go, it's not going to like the answer. Okay, even though your answer is equal, it's not correct because they want you to simplify. Okay, I give you credit for that. So don't worry about your grade just because you didn't simplify. Do you see how we could get rid of the 4 and we could change this 12 to a 3, right? 4 times 1, 4 times 3, simplify. Okay, if you get that, great. It doesn't affect you moving forward. All right? So the adjacent over the hypotenuse. 8 over 12, 8/12. Again, if we check our answer, we have equal but not correct because we didn't simplify. What would that be? 4 times 2, 4 times 3. 2 over 3. All right, and tangent, toa. Why do I keep talking like that, right? Toa. The opposite over the adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. So 4 radical 5 big arrow slash 8. Again, it doesn't like it because it's not simplified, but it is correct. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the 4. We'll change this to a 2. Get rid of the 4, and it'll like it better. Okay, all right. So don't forget, once you've done a few of those trig, move on. Okay. Now in this one, I want to make sure everybody gets to shapes. Okay, so we've done this quiz too many times. Similarity, we did this review. Let's go down to this review right here. Oh, cool. We haven't done very many of these. All right. Oh, yeah. We never clicked on it. Okay, so remember, you can always go to view an example, and we want arc length. Okay, so the arc length. First, you've got to find the circumference, 2 pi r. Once you find the circumference, we want 45 of the whole 360. So 45 over 360, that's what narrows it from the entire circle to a piece of the circle. What piece? 45 degrees over 360 degrees. Okay, so let's close and let's see if we have one we haven't done yet. Oh, perfect. So arc length, we want the red piece. So the red piece, the first thing we got to do is realize that that's 60 degrees, right? Half a circle is 180, but we don't want this 120. We only want this piece right here. So 180 minus 120 is 60. The key is 2 pi r. Okay, so let's slide this over. And we got a circle, half a circle. This is 120. So this is 60 to make 180. 60 degrees, 120 degrees. Now, the entire length is 72. That means we only want this piece, which is half. What's half of 72? 36. All right, so the first thing we do is we need the circumference, 2 pi r. 2 times the 36 times pi is 72 pi. Cool. Now, 72 pi is the whole thing. That's all the way around. We only want this piece, okay? So our arc equals 72 pi, 60 over the entire circle, 360, the percent of the whole. So, again, don't worry about getting the right answer. We have 72 pi, parenthesis, 60 divided by 360, big arrow, close the parenthesis, check it. Our answer is correct, is equal but not correct because we didn't simplify, we didn't put in a calculator. Don't worry about that, okay? Let's do one of these higher ones. Let's see if we can figure one of these out. So we want volume. Volume of a triangular prism. Well, this one isn't as hard as it seems because whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Right? Length times width times height. 4, 4, 7. Now, these little hash marks here mean equal. So 4 by 4 by 7. So the volume of this box is length times width times height. 4 times 4 times 7. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 7, I have no idea. 16 times 7, 112. So we have 112. Now, this has been cut in half, a triangle. Now, how many of you remember the area of a triangle? Okay? Don't worry about memorizing, don't worry about Googling. A square. We all know the area of a square is length times width, right? Length, width, LW. Well, how about a triangle? What's the area of a triangle? What did I just do? Whoosh. I cut it in half. So just length times width, cut it in half. Well, volume, picture this as a big long tissue box, right? Three-dimensional. Just divide it in half. So we're just going to now take this, divide by 2, right? Because we're going to slice this in half. And we get 56. Let's try it. Okay, good. Now, if you need any of the formulas, like this tuna fish can, don't forget, cheat sheet for a tuna fish can, okay? So a tuna fish can is just pi r squared h, okay? So we're here, pi r squared h, pi r squared h. Clear the canvas. Okay, so we got a tuna fish can, right? No, don't do that, Monty. Let's go like this. Okay, so we got this tuna fish can, right? The volume of a cylinder is pi r squared, area of the bottom, h times how tall. So in this case, pi 2 to the 2 power h. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 1 is 1. So 4 pi. And the reason I don't multiply out pi is because it says exact answer in terms of pi. So again, if you multiply it out and it doesn't say it's right, don't stress. We'll still get you credit. Okay? So 4 pi. Check it. And we're happy. Okay. So these are the types of problems. Let's hit save. And we got some right, and others we don't get right because we don't type them or we didn't multiply them. That's not the point. Okay? All right, so we finished trig. We're into these volumes and shapes, okay? And then you don't have to do these in here unless you want to. The next video is going to do a couple of these plus probability. That's where we're going to finish in the month of June. So if you are wrapping this up, awesome. Feel free to move on. Check the advanced video for those of you that have moved into these problems. Talk to you soon.